Hello. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to another video. Thank you for coming back again. So today we're going to be doing a video on how we survive or how we cope with being students, employees, and being in a long-term committed relationship. Am I missing anything?
2 times the working.
Yes, and we also work on campus as tutors as well. So it's 2 jobs. Being students and being in a relationship, yeah? Yeah, so let's get to it. So, welcome guys, and as I've said already in the intro of the video, today we're looking at how we survive being students, employees at 2 jobs, and being in a long-term committed relationship. So let's get to it. I think I'll go first on this one. Grab the bull by the horns.
Look pretty.
Grab the bull by the horns, boy. Grab the bull by the horns. So, so firstly for me, surviving such a hectic schedule, of having to work day and night, both academically and for financial reasons, strictly speaking, would have to be scheduling. So first part you have to work at is your long-term goals, right? Long-term goals, sorry. So long-term goals is obviously academic improvement, academic achievement. For me, mostly obtaining the PhD. So I'd have to first look at academically, what does the semester require of me? So my submissions, the marks attached, my tutoring as well, what does that entail? And those kinds of things. So whatever we plan, since we are we are a unit, we have to try and first put our academics first, so we can be able to make sure that we don't lose sight of our long-term goals, because there's no sports in trying to focus much more on short-term financial gains, because it's not that much money, but it helps nonetheless. But being able to focus on those long-term goals does help. So first for me is scheduling. What matters most? Academics. So try and plan your life around what matters most, and for us in this case, it's academics. For you, it could be your job, it could be your family life, maybe you're a YouTuber just like us. It could be like around your YouTube channel, the content you make. So just try and plan around what matters most, firstly, yeah.
But also finances.
Yeah.
Because for some, in order to obtain the academic goals, finances need to be there.
Yeah.
So it sort of correlates, so you can't really shy out the one without the other.
Yeah, true.
So that's when the job also comes in and also takes first priority.
Yeah.
So it depends on your circumstance. If you have funding, obviously academics come first in order to make sure that
there's a future goal to be achieved, a better life to be lived. But also within that, of finance, so obviously let's say you're not maybe on NSFAS or a bursary or some funding of some sort, you're going to have to try and find a balance between your priorities. So your short-term priorities, getting money to pay for my fees, my res, my food, my clothes. Long-term priority, obtaining a degree, diploma, certificate, in order for me to live the life I want in the next 5, 6, whatever years, X number of years.
Also with the planning, what I told myself was that don't find things that will conflict with each other.
Yeah.
One mustn't be at war with the other. So if you find a job that's going to be conflicting with your studies or your relationship, because I can't rate academics, our relationship and working. To me, it's all seamless. So if one thing is in conflict with the other, then it's not going to work. So if I had to get a job offer now that I can see that it's going to take too much time, it's going to demand too much of me, that I can't feed into my other obligations, then it's not going to work. Yes, obviously finances will also be considered into whether I'm taking or declining that offer, but it mustn't be at war. That's why the other job that we do, it only starts in the evening.
Yeah.
So it doesn't conflict with our studies. And with our studies right now, we only have 1 class a week.
Yeah.
So that's fine in that regard, but we also need to push ourselves. So we need to find time to push ourselves in terms of our research.
Yeah, because now we're in a space where it's just you and your paper. It's no longer having to attend a research methods class or have submissions about your research or whatever the case is. It's just you and your paper. So that's also...
It brings in discipline.
Exactly.
You need a lot of discipline. A lot of discipline.
Yeah.
Which we tend to sometimes slack on it. But at the end of the day, since we both know that, listen, we've spent so much money with academics. If we had to fail, it's not going to work. That means 40 some odd is down the drain.
More than 40 some odd. So, as I said, balance your priorities and make those things speak to each other. So it's your academics, it's your... Because we have a day job and an evening job, and we work about 5 days a week on both jobs. So we try to find the balance. Okay, how does my day job speak to my evening job? Within those 2 jobs, how do I make time for a relationship? Within that space of having 2 jobs or a relationship, how do I put in academics in a way that allows me to perform to the best of my ability, not just mediocrely, and just do something for the sake of submitting. So I think finding that balance between everything you do is really important.
And also getting your partner in on it.
Yeah.
Because women are going to be easily sulked and complain that, now that you're working 2 jobs, you don't have time to do what you usually do. Yeah, obviously I'm not going to have that time. But then that's where power dynamics come in. There's no such thing as who's supposed to do what. If I can't cook for whatever reason, whether I'm at work, whether I'm sick, whether I'm tired, because you are going to burn out, he steps in because he can cook. He has 2 hands. He knows how to make we eat basically. He knows how to make a decent meal. But then obviously now I'm not gonna learn and not do anything. I'm gonna know that okay, fine, it's for this day. I feel more inclined to cooking, so I'm gonna cook. Kwenzo knows that when it comes to mopping, I hate it. There's nothing I hate mopping. I don't want to do it. I won't do it. And it's not an issue with us. Because he steps in and he does it. Because he knows I'm not going to do it. Yeah, so
it's a matter of having
a balance.
Between everything, Between socially, academically, economically. And what else is important in trying to balance everything?
You need to make time for yourself. As much as you are in a relationship and you are committed to your person, before you can commit to that person and commit to your other obligations, you need to make sure that you are okay. That means you need to sleep, you need to get time to do the things that you usually do. Maybe if it's reading, if it's going out, whatever it is, you need to make time for that.
So, as you're saying, I really agree with your points, the point of having time for yourself. Yeah, you are in a relationship with the person you're in a relationship with, but then also remember that you are a person of your own. So just take time over the things you love. If it's maybe giving back to society through NGOs or your church or your school organization or maybe an organization that you run, whatever the case is. Just take time for the things that you like, things that make you feel like yourself, things that make you feel normal, things you love doing that put your mind at ease and try help you get away from your reality, if I can put it that way. So I think also taking time away from the reality of your hectic life does help as well.
And lastly, bring in your partner into your crazy life, because with taking time to yourself, you can seem to neglect the other person. So maybe you can spend time together, but if, let's just say, both of you are studying, you can be doing your readings, your assignments, whatever you have. You can do it together, but also do your own thing. You get what I'm saying?
If it makes sense.
Yeah, if it makes sense. Or just talking about your day at work. Because if now you're just going to come back and you're going to be in a bad mood and they don't understand what's going on,
then how can they help?
Exactly. Sometimes it's not even just about helping, it's just
listening.
venting, venting out, letting them know, letting them know that you care enough to tell them about what's going on in your life.
And most importantly, we're human beings. We don't exist in a vacuum. So we have family, we have friends, colleagues, classmates. It depends on your circumstances. So obviously I can't list everything now, but then so also try to like draw on help from other people as well. Like it doesn't have to be always on your partner, because sometimes I might not understand. Maybe it's like a female problem that I might not really understand, and maybe your friends or your family or your colleagues, whoever besides me can understand the matter a bit better. So you can maybe try to speak to that other person and say, you know, I spoke to person X and the problem was 1, 2, 3, 4, and we got to point B, and you know, I feel so much better. And it's more like a debriefing session with your partner, because if maybe I have a problem Y and you probably don't understand the problem, there's no sports in like telling you about that problem, because you really can't help me that much. But I can like speak to a friend, a family member, a colleague, a classmate. They can help me a bit better maybe, and then I can come in and debrief and say, babe, I had problem X, we spoke 1, 2, 3, 4, and we got to conclusion Y, and here we are now. Yeah.
But I tell him everything, literally everything.
Yeah. But sometimes it's usually like, I'd say like 98% of the time it's usually on your partner. Maybe like that 2%, like that odd. Okay, let's make it 3% to make it odd. 3% to make it odd goes to your friends, your family, colleagues, and your other extended people that you know, like your circle, your network. Yes. So yeah.
Yeah, that's basically how we balance everything out. Yes, there are some other nitty-gritties, but at the top surface,
mainly the things that drive our life.
These are the main things that we've been employing in our lives to make sure that everything works out seamlessly.
Yeah, so anyway guys, that's it from us for today. Please feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and just tell us maybe what you do if you're maybe in the same predicament or something different. Maybe you're working and studying, you have family problems, whatever the case is. Just feel free to share that with us, and let's share, guys. Let's be open. Let's talk about these things. They're happening, they're reality, so let's talk about them.
Sometimes if you don't want to leave them in the comment section because it is a public space, you can always DM. I'm the one who responds the most.
I'll also respond.
Choose which one you feel more comfortable with. Not that we're going to be giving you solid like a solid plan, but we can listen. We are there to listen, and we can give you help on what we think.
So Instagram, Kwenzo, Instagram.
Lelwa_Lonatando.
Yeah, and that's it from us, guys.